So with all that said, now we're going to end this week with a little bit more interesting kind of conversation type topic, and then end really the whole week with just something fun to kind of note. And that is Tyson Fury saying that Anthony Joshua rejected 2 offers from Deontay Wilder because he's too scared about getting knocked out from Deontay Wilder. Now, you have to wonder how much of this is based on any kind of facts, or if this is just Tyson Fury being Tyson Fury. I swear, if Tyson Fury doesn't see his name in some kind of newspaper every 3 days or so, he just says something to get in there. It's just, I don't know how much I believe this or not. I know I saw people that are Wilder fans totally agreeing with him, and Tyson Fury fans totally agreeing with him, and I saw the Anthony Joshua fans really coming back saying, you know, this and that. It just creates chaos because people really have strong opinions about the Wilder and AJ kind of controversy in terms of them trying to make a deal and contracts. I'm staying out of it. In my opinion, there was people on both sides that didn't make deals that worked. Anyways, but moving on from that, interesting enough, speaking of Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, both of them are going to be featured in the new EA UFC 4 game, which I thought was kind of interesting, but I was kind of surprised to see. Considering both of them are not MMA fighters, obviously, but this is a good thing. I actually wanted to end on this because I thought it was a really positive note, because it just goes to show that these guys are going to get more exposure to a larger fan base. I think that Tyson Fury has done a nice job introducing himself to the US market. I don't think Anthony Joshua really has done enough. I've always said that I think Anthony Joshua needs to, when possible, go on Joe Rogan's podcast. I really think he needs to, because guys that go on there get to really introduce themselves in a proper way. They get to talk about themselves a little bit. They get to kind of, you know, share their opinions on things. And Joe's such a good interview. He doesn't take cheap shots or anything like that. He has such a huge fan base and such a wide variety of people that listen to him. I've always said that if Anthony Joshua really wants to get more American fans and a larger fan base here, he should do something like that. You know, I see some of AJ's fans thinking that AJ is huge here in the US. He's really not to the casuals. I mean, he didn't look good with the whole Ruiz situation. Because of that, some people here in the US just really don't think about him much when they think about boxing. They think of Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder more. And I would love to see Joshua kind of be able to get a bigger fan base here in the US, because I think he's a really exciting fighter, especially when he's, you know, not trying to just get his belts back in an awkward situation against a fighter that doesn't match him well with like Andy Ruiz. So I think that this is great to see them now, both of them. I mean, this is both guys being in a major AAA game. I know that these EA games, sometimes these combat sports games aren't always the best. You know, I kind of look at some of the WWE ones in particular are sometimes poorly done. But I think that these, from what I understand, I could be wrong, that some of these UFC ones are done pretty well. People enjoy them. And this is a great way for UFC fans to get to know a couple boxers, you know, a couple heavyweight guys like AJ and Fury. And so I thought that was kind of fun, and I wanted to end it on that.